Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel for another LEGO build. Well, I guess not necessarily build, this is going to be a little bit of a room tour, build, and LEGO room remodel. So I'm recording this actually the day of. Today's June 1st, so happy new month everybody. Hope you guys had a great May. Hope you all have a great June coming, but today, if you're a big LEGO fan, you know this, is big old LEGO release day. So today launched a ton of new Harry Potter sets, the brand new LEGO massive $500 Barad-Dur, new Star Wars sets, and it's just a great month. So I'm really excited. Last night I ordered about 3 sets so far. The Great Hall for Harry Potter, Barad-Dur, of course, which I've been talking about since the past year and a half I've been on this channel, and the Legolas and Gimli brickheads to go in here. Now, the room will look very different. I'm about a month ahead on a lot of these builds that you're going to be able to see today. So if you see some things that aren't released yet, that's why. They're released, just not on my channel. I'm starting to do smaller reviews here, or not reviews, sorry, builds. Very dimly lit, I literally put it there today. We have the Shrieking Shack, the Tantive 4 boarding, the Alpine Lodge. You can see the little Carnage and Venom display over there. And then a little Hogsmeade, the Owlery, which built a couple weeks ago. Reviews coming out pretty soon. My giant Hogwarts castle on the mountain. One new thing, I actually swapped a green plate for a blue plate because of the brand new Dumbstrad ship in the Tri-Wizard tournament arrival. One of the ones I wanted to get, but my goal was to stay under $800, and at $780 I think I did. And then in the background, we do have the Forbidden Forest and Hagrid's Hut. I do have to clean that up a little bit. And up top, I do have the minifigure display for Harry Potter and some poly bags around it. Also new is the complete revamp of the top of my city. I have a full video on that coming soon. But essentially, the boardwalk has been moved. We have the upper echelon of the city. Still have a couple displays in the back. I'm also recording this on my new DJI little stabilizer, so I'm hoping that works out well. Hopefully it's some pretty good quality. You can see the city's looking pretty good right now. I can't talk today, sorry. I think I have a cold, unfortunately, so this video's, I'm going to do my best here. There's also some more displays coming soon, which I'm really excited about. But the boardwalk has been moved in lieu of this giant medieval castle. This will be a custom display actually going forward. I'm going to do either a battle scene or something actually going on. And then in here is going to be a medieval village, so I'm very excited about that. And then on the desk here, Battle of Mustafar, the Duel on Naboo. Ignore the mess of a desk that I have. And then on the side here, cut this out to learn how to drive. We have the little Duel on Mandalore as well. So we move over here. We've got some more displays. The Kingfisher, the Giant Dragon, couple helmets. The main duel in Return of the Jedi. Down here, the Mythology Project, which I have not abandoned. It will be back. Over here, we have the Dwarves Mine, which is also a video I'm actually working on probably for July. I am that far ahead on LEGO builds. Some minifigures kind of sitting off to the side here with the Monsters Castle. We have the in progress, as just all of my projects are at this point, custom Ministry of Magic Dumbledore versus Voldemort. I started laying out some stuff for that. I actually have a minifigure coming this week. And then one of my favorite sets of all time, the Troll Mountain Fortress. It's a little bit harder to see, but obviously above my head at all times is the giant UCS Venator with Captain Rex, the Razor Crest, the little Imperial Light Cruiser, and the Imperial Star Destroyer. Now we can look around a little bit more at some of our sets here. Alright, this has not been announced yet. This is slight spoilers. Helldivers display. Very excited about that. LEGO Dune has actually moved up top in lieu of that. The Falcon Knight's Castle, which is actually part of this video because I'm going to be moving it. Custom Battle of Hogwarts. A lot of minifigures there. I really have to do an update on it. the Pirates Eldorado Fortress. Another thing I'm updating a lot, my little Jurassic Park scene, and then below it is, of course, some fishing supplies, because I got back from a fishing trip again yesterday. And then the Lego Seinfeld apartment. We also have an absolute mess down here, which is in construction, which is the Disney display, the Custom Battle of Hoth, Custom Battle of Umbra, and the Custom Battle of Geonosis. Now, there's a lot of lights throughout this room, but essentially, what I wanted to do today, little room tour. I've been taking Instagram a lot more seriously, and I've been meeting a lot more of you guys on there, and it's been a great time. I'm looking at moving some of these displays, just shuffling them about. Essentially, one of my favorites is all the way up top, and it's a little hard to see. Jurassic Park, almost done. You're going to see a lot more Jurassic Park videos between June and July. And I'm obviously starting that dinosaur display, but the dinosaurs, in my opinion, would look good up top. They're not as detailed. You can generally see them from anywhere. The Troll Mountain Fortress is tall, and that's why it's kind of up there. However, the Monsters Castle could possibly go up there. So this is basically making room for the new sets, some new displays, showing you guys what I'm working on, quite literally, for the entirety of this month, next month, last month. Like, there's a lot of stuff going on. And then the biggest thing is Barad-Dur, of course. If you've ever watched this channel before, this entire wall was pop figures, Funkos, whatever you want to call them, with a whole backing of Magic the Gathering figures, action figures, cards, all that good stuff. They're obviously gone. This entire unit, and yes, that base plate is disgusting because it is like 15 years old, and I usually use it just as like a baseline marker to move things. Now that is going to be a 48 by 48 Barad-Dur display. I'm going to be mills plating it using black and orange pieces, and then I'm going to do 2 to 3 black base plates to form the Battle of the Black Gate, which I'm very, very excited for. So a lot of just housekeeping today. I did just kind of want to take you guys on a tour of the room. Before we start, obviously I've done a lot of this stuff off of camera, but going forward, I do want to include you guys more in like the vlog style, like room editing. So thank you guys so much for joining me for another video. I'm going to start moving some stuff, and then we'll touch back in a little bit, guys. All right, today's room modifications are done, and I'm very excited with how everything turned out. Overall, Harry Potter pretty much looks the same. All I did was adjust a couple things and clean up the Forbidden Forest a little bit. Lord of the Rings stayed the same as well for now. They just keep falling, so I've given up hope. Over here, this is Doctor Who. They'll move around eventually. Of course, the motorcycle go past as soon as I start filming this portion. But Lego Doctor Who will also be here eventually. We still have the Alpine Lodge. The Tantive 4, slightly cleaned up Marvel display. And then we move down to some of the changes. So we have the duel on the Death Star, a couple stormtroopers standing guard. The Razor Crest, standard, not UCS. And then the little Shrieking Shack, which, yes, sorry, a little hard to see down there. Might have to get some cheap puck lights to put in here until I can light those up. Then in here, no idea what that random flap is there. We have the Imperial Star Destroyer and the Super Star Destroyer Executor class. Execution, whatever, you know what I mean. It's been a long day. The city remained completely the same. We'll update that in future videos. Still show her off, however, because it is wonderful. And if you're wondering why the motion might be weird in this, yes, I'm really learning how to use this this little stabilizer, because you can drive it like a car, which is pretty cool. Brand new June 1st set, really excited for that. Medieval Castle, just cleaned up a couple things. Then we have this wall with just Gandalf hanging out there. Got to clean up some of the marks on the wall there. What I forgot to say is that this whole wall will be minifigures. I'm actually ordering stuff based off of right up here. It is a pain to drive. That same theme I'm going to be doing over here. So as of now, I bought one for the clones, and I bought one for Disney. I'll be doing probably Ninjago, Marvel. I'm going to see how many I can fit on here, but it's going to be really exciting. Then we move on to some more of the changes. We have the Black Pearl, and by far and away, my favorite and most valuable minifigure, Davy Jones. We got Blackbeard, Barbossa, Jack, Norrington, or is that Will? It might be Will. I'm honestly not sure. Barbosa, Will for sure. Gibbs, and then we have a couple minifigures also in the back. We moved the Troll Mountain Fortress, by far and away one of my favorite sets of all time, down here so we can actually see it in all its glory. It is amazing. I absolutely love this set in every way possible, and I'll be doing a review on that probably in the future. I do want to Mills plate it so I can feature it that way. Monster Fighter's Castle, I was going to move it, but it honestly works out perfect here, so I left it alone. The Dwarves Mine has just been altered just a little bit and cleaned up. You can see the Mythology Project sitting off to my right. And down here, we have the Imperial Scythe, which I'm also really happy about. And we move down. Oh my god. Alright, edit that out. Alright. We have the Seinfeld apartment. The dinosaurs. I love that little blue just sitting in the middle. Then we did move the Black Falcon Knights Creator Castle down. I want to Mills plate that and modify it anyways, so it does look perfect there for now. Cleaned up the Jurassic Park spot. Added my Magic the Gathering Secret Lair box that I forgot to review. The El Dorado Fortress. The Battle of Hogwarts. And then the only tragedy to come from this, the Ministry of Magic has been destroyed. I don't have the willpower to do that today. Up top, it'll be a little bit harder to see, but you can actually see my Separatist ship finally, and the UCS Venator in all its glory with a couple starfighters underneath it. The Black Pearl you can just see from that angle too. And then we do have the Imperial Light Cruiser. I decided to clean that up just a bit so we can actually see some of them. And then most of this stayed the same. It was just a lot of these smaller displays that I wanted to rotate, get rid of a lot of these pop figures, and just clean up the office a lot so it can become officially like the Lego room, is what I really wanted. There's Disney. You can see Aladdin's palace. Got Hey, and Flounder. Then, I've also just recently started really moving these over here. The polybag wall, everything from Sonic, Batman, Technic Mars Rover, Jurassic World, the Speed Champions, Super Mario, Minecraft, Animal Crossing, Star Wars ×2, Batman again, and another Star Wars. Then over here, I did move all of my, well, okay, let's be realistic, about 10% of my Lego or my anime pop figures. So very excited with how this turned out for now, and I think it looks awesome. Got my favorites up front, of course. But yep, that's just gonna about do it for this review, guys. Thank you so much for joining me for another fun project. I can't wait for Barad-Dur. I just really can't. You know what? I never show these things off. Got a couple of my favorite comic books, including my personal all-time favorite, Amazing Spider-Man, first appearance of Carnage, the 9.2. First appearance of Scream, 9.6 to the left. And then, in terms of the order, Karen Gillan and I. And then that's Venom Lethal Protector 1 underneath. Candace Patton and I. Victor Garber. Autograph all the way up top. And then we have Josh Segarra in the middle. My girlfriend actually drew that glow-in-the-dark poster of Kratos, which is fantastic. An All Might poster. Signature. Autographed from Rose over there, if you're a Doctor Who fan as well. And then in the middle, one of my absolute pride and joys from when I met Sebastian Stan many years ago. But he was an awesome dude, and it was right before the Winter Soldier premiere. So, yep, that's just going to do it for this episode, guys. Thank you all so much for joining me on essentially my first of hopefully many, like vlog-style Lego room edits. I really enjoyed it. Thought it was a lot of fun, and it actually encouraged me to organize a lot more stuff than it normally would have, just because they weren't on camera. So thank you all so much. Feel free to check out the rest of my projects in the description below. Legos, video games, fishing, the whole 9 yards. Got plenty of stuff going on, and I'll see you guys next time. Happy building, everybody.